My name's Brian, and this is where MAGA comes to talk. I am watering some trees that I had planted. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, yes, yes. I got a new gardenia bush planted, and I got to water an orange and a lemon tree of mine. Well, this has just been the most unbelievable first 2 weeks of any presidential term, first, second, whatever, in history. You know, this is just something we've never experienced before. And what we're experiencing is, for the first time, an American president with a cabinet and a White House that's putting America and Americans first. Everything President Trump is doing is to help us. Did you watch his press conference today? It was just in the Oval Office. He was signing executive orders and then had a press conference. It was absolutely beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. Doesn't get better than that. You know, and he just, you know, it's so amazing to me because these sellouts in the fake news media and the establishment people in Washington are acting like what Trump's proposing with the tariffs, the import taxes, that there's something wrong with what it is that he's doing. And all he wants is for the countries around the world to treat us fairly and have our tariffs what they are. You know, if the EU has a 6% tariff on U.S. cars, we'll have a 6% tariff on their cars. If the EU has a 45% tariff on American cars, we'll have a 45% tariff on European cars. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Why are we supposed to pay the price for the rest of the world? It's completely insane. And it's not really the fault of the other countries. We've had these corrupt public officials running this country that have been selling us out. The globalism isn't new. The globalism attitude of the United States started after the end of World War II with the Marshall Plan, when we rebuilt Europe after Europe destroyed Europe again for the second time in the 20th century. And there's so much money to be made with these corrupt political insiders. They just don't see it. And Marco Rubio is the first Secretary of Defense in maybe ever to do the great job that he's doing. You know, these other Secretaries of Defenses we've had in our lives, what do? They, you know, when I was a kid, they would have these meetings in the Soviet Union. They're negotiating Middle East issues. They're dealing with Iran. They're dealing with, you know, Bosnia. They're dealing with Ukraine. Who cares? Before Marco Rubio went to Panama, now he's all throughout Latin America. When have we had a Secretary of State that was out there working with other countries on things that actually benefit us? Marco Rubio deserves a freaking Nobel Peace Prize for what he's doing in Latin America with the United States here. This is amazing what he's doing. If you're wondering, I'm watering some of my trees. I got some new tree. This is a gardenia bush that just was planted Thursday or Friday. And then I've got an orange tree and a lemon tree I got to water too, because these are new trees. So you got to water them a little extra. The key is everything that we plant is Florida native. If you have Florida native plants, you don't have to water them, but when you first plant them, you got to water them a lot. But we've never had a Secretary of State that's done for us what Marco Rubio is doing. You know, the only thing that the governments have done, even when Ronald Reagan was president, right? The CIA's down there doing all kinds of weird missions to undermine one government, support another. You know, we've just never had what's going on before. And I got a new podcast that's going to drop later today here on the channel. So make sure you check that out with my wife Kathy joining me. You won't want to miss a great podcast. If you're new to my channel, my name is Brian. This is where MAGA comes to talk. Subscribe if you're new. You'll love my content. If you already subscribed, please like the video. But no, I mean, I want you to think about it. The biggest problems this country has faced for decades is South America, Latin America, right? All the problems, the drugs, the illegals. When have we had a Secretary of State? Can any of you remember a Secretary of State even visiting a South American country? This, you know, one of the reasons they're kissing Marco Rubio's butt so much down there is because they've never been treated with this kind of respect, having the Secretary of State go down there with the whole State Department diplomatic office and everything, and treat them with some respect. It's amazing. Well, that's the kind of thing they normally would worry about. Uganda. I'm not saying these other countries shouldn't be worried about, but we got to worry about what's going on here first, right? Marco Rubio's making Florida proud. He really is. Yeah, I had this palm tree that was right here for years, and it was, I had to have the palm tree actually taken out. It was really old. It was rotting. It was rotting so much. I took some of it down with just my arms, just tearing it down, but then I had to have somebody come out and get rid of the stump, and then planted this gardenia bush. But this is the first time we've actually had problems taken care of. We've never had problems really taken care of like this before. The only other time I can remember any U.S. activity in Latin America was when I was in high school. And remember that CIA pilot got shot down in Central America? I can't remember his name or where it was, but it was a big deal, and they were holding him hostage. I've never seen a Secretary of State go down to South America like this and do the things that Marco Rubio's doing. All they do is they try to throw money down there that they can steal from and bribe people down there, not treating them with respect like Marco Rubio's doing. And that's what these countries want. They want to be treated with respect. It's a great day to be MAGA, no doubt about it. Okay, so that is the gardenia bush. Now I got to water this lemon tree. This lemon tree, it's doing well, but there was an infestation of caterpillars that did a lot of damage to it, but it's coming back. What most people do is they go and take the caterpillars and kill them and get them off the tree. I didn't have it in me to kill the caterpillars, so I let them grow into beautiful butterflies, but they were feasting on the leaves of my lemon tree. Every day is a great day to be MAGA now. I mean, this is just amazing what's going on. And I love how Rupert Murdoch was in the Oval Office with President Trump, kissing Trump's ring and butt today. Paul Ryan must be sick about that. I don't know how any American could not be proud of what Trump's doing right now. Well, it's Florida. It is Florida. Now, don't miss the podcast later today that I will have up with Kathy. Very good one. It'll be very good. They're all good, but there's so many good things going on to talk about. I mean, what is President Trump doing that an American would not be proud of? Seven Dust? Oh, I forgot about Seven Dust. Oh my goodness, I haven't heard about. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard of Seven Dust in years. Is that still a thing? I know everyone told me to take these caterpillars off the tree, and I said I'm not going to kill a bunch of caterpillars. Everything he's doing is just great. Now, if you're not an American, you know. Might have been, Trump is getting a lot of support from Canadians, though. Canadians love Trump, don't they? Oh, man. The Canadian people. I'm not talking about the corrupt government. I mean, if you go on X is filled with Canadians that are just so excited for the thing. I got to switch hands here with the hose. With the things Trump is doing. I know that's Florida life, guys. Best state to live in, Florida. No, I think I got to switch hands again. Hold on. I mean, if you're MAGA, can you think of anything that Trump has done that's not perfect in this second term? I mean, it's going better than we could have imagined. And I love how Trump's just doing things. He's not dueling with the press. He's not sitting in the Oval Office with Schumer having endless discussions with Hakeem Jeffries and these Democrats. Screw him. We won. We're the majority. And he's just doing what he's got to do. Who cares what they think? Who cares what they think? Yeah, I don't know which one is the... I got an avocado tree right here. Is that the mango tree? And that's the avocado. I think that, yeah, this is the avocado tree. I don't even eat avocados. I got an avocado tree, so, you know. But there will not be an avocado shortage. Mexico caved. The oligarchs, this isn't Russia. He's putting responsible, experienced businessmen in charge of things that understand the way of the world. These oligarchs, like you're talking about in Russia, are gangsters. Elon Musk and these guys aren't gangsters. Big difference. Oh, I do like Corona beer. I had one of my, if you saw my video at the beach over the weekend, I had a Corona when I was at that bar. I mean, who do you want in charge of things, right? A bunch of college professors and lunatics, or experienced, accomplished businessmen that understand the way of the world? I mean, look what Elon Musk did with USAID. That was beautiful what he did with USAID. Just absolutely beautiful. Elon Musk is awesome. He's absolutely awesome. He's going to be looking in the public television now, Elon Musk, which is a big scam. But USAID, I think, is probably a deep state CIA fund group. It's how they fund their revolutions they start around the world, and of course pay off all the politicians with the government money is through the USAID. That was big. This USAID story is big. It really, truly is. It really is. A lot of people in Washington must be freaking out that USAID has been lost. They've been getting paid by USAID every month forever. Since Kennedy started it. So, since then. Oh. Those USAID workers must be really in a panic, because you know they're all corrupt. They're up to their eyeballs in corruption and crooked deals. All right, now I got to switch hoses for the orange tree. This one will not reach the orange tree I've got to water. But this is better than I would have thought it would have been. It really, truly is. Really, Mark? Come on. Get some class. If you can. Empty out the hose here. Okay. Grab the other hose. Let's see if there's any avocados on here yet. The tree is growing like a weed. Avocado trees grow like freaking weeds. No, I don't see any avocados right now. Alexa, off. Yeah, the orange tree's over here. And then right here I got a mango tree. Mangoes I like. Well, if you know Florida, this is the tropics. Hold on a second here. Because it doesn't snow in Florida? That's how. Hold on a second here. Someone's been using my hose. There we go. We have no snow in Florida. Not this part of Florida. They had snow in North Florida. But my part of Florida has been... It got cold here a couple weeks ago. But... Didn't snow in this part of Florida. Nope. Are you kidding? If it would have been snowing in this part of Florida, you know I'd be out there making a YouTube video of it. You know that, right? This tree is doing spectacular, this orange tree. Orange trees are the best to have. But no, I mean, the way the second term is going, I think it's even for a lot of MAGA people, I think it's a little uncomfortable because Trump's not fighting with anyone. He's not arguing. He's not fighting. He's just doing it, right? He doesn't care what they say. He doesn't care what they think. He doesn't care what the different reporters have to say. He doesn't care what the pundits have to say. He doesn't care what the other world leaders have to say. He's just doing the things that he promised to do if he got elected. And because he's not arguing with anyone, there's not a lot of public debate going on, even on television, with the pundits. Because they don't know how to react to the way Trump is governing. And he's doing so many things at once, they can't even keep up with it in the news cycle. They can't even begin to keep up with it on the news cycle. They got too many balls up in the air to juggle. Now, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And of course, if you're subscribed already, please like the video and share if you don't mind. I mean, look at this, you know, with Mexico as an example. The Mexican president called Trump and made that deal, right? She did that at around 9 o'clock a.m. her time. First thing in the morning, she got up and called Trump and caved. Now think about that. That's absolutely amazing. And sending the army to their northern border to stop the drugs and the illegals. Whew. And you know, it's only a matter of time before Trump starts taking out some of these cartels. You know that's going to happen too, right? Like ISIS. It is probably better for us to do them and easier for us to do it than Mexico. Because those guys in Mexico are probably afraid to do it, and they're so corrupt down there and scared on top of it that they'd probably get leaked on who was going to get taken out before it happened. So he's going to have to be the one that takes out the cartels for the Mexicans, I would think. I mean, Canada's got a lot of nerve. They really got a lot of nerve. They're very entitled up there, the government. They've been screwing over this country for so long, they feel like they're entitled to screw America over. The last thing I need to be is educated by a non-American person as to what Trump is doing. I don't need to be educated by anyone about Trump. I know exactly what he's doing, and I understand it. Yeah, this is an orange tree. The one I was watering before this is a lemon tree. And then before that, I was watering a gardenia bush that I just had planted. And then I'm going to water my mango tree after this. This is the life of Florida. It's probably snowing for a lot of you guys, and here I am in short sleeves, t-shirt, watering all this great fruit in my backyard. Now, don't miss the podcast tonight. I'm going to upload the podcast later on my YouTube channel here. You will not want to miss it with my wife, Kathy. We cover a lot of great issues. Very good podcast today. What's wrong with who? I'm fine. How could you not be fine? Yeah, we shouldn't be giving 10 cents to any other countries. These other countries shouldn't be getting 10 cents of our money. Why do we give so much foreign aid? Why do we give any foreign aid? I understand if a country is going through a tough time, there's a disaster or something, but this idea that we just give nonstop foreign aid to these countries is crazy. It's insane. Why? This is the mango tree. And I think, you got to be careful with some of the, people in Florida sometimes will take fruit off your trees. And I could have swore I saw a mango here the other day. Somebody take the mango. It's not on the ground. It didn't fall off. I don't need to do any research. I've lived life, man. Living life is research. All I need to know is to follow Trump's lead, because Trump knows exactly what he's doing. We've already done the research, okay? We've already done the research. That's right, I'm Tony Stark. That's right. This tree is doing extremely well. Welcome everyone. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. No, we've already done the research. We know what has to be done. We elected Trump to do it, and he's doing it. That's it. That's all you need to know. Well, Trump was talking today about Ukraine. He's made a deal with Ukraine for them to repay us by giving us raw earth materials that they have over there. So I don't know what that means. What do they got over there? Uranium, diamonds, gold? What are these rare earth minerals that they have in Ukraine that they're going to repay us back with? That's beautiful. Yeah, the research was living under the 4 years of that senile, corrupt old coot Joe Biden and Willie Brown's girlfriend, Kamala Harris. That's all the research you need. Lithium, yep, they have lithium. That's a great deal. If you voted for Trump, you've done your research. What's research to liberals? Watching Rachel Maddow and Joy Reid? This is what winning's like. Nice and relaxing. Nice and relaxing. This is life under Trump. And it's not even been 2 weeks yet. Trump is just getting warmed up. You understand that, right? He's just getting warmed up. I can't wait for Elon Musk to rescue the astronauts. That's going to be a big celebration. I bet Trump will have them to the White House. A Tim Walz coin. Yeah, Tim Walz coin. Yeah. That's worth less than zero. What a weirdo that guy is. Really, truly. I mean, this second term This is greater than Reagan by far. Elon Musk is African American. That is correct. The richest man in the world is African American. If there were veterans that weren't getting their benefits, believe me, you would see them all over television. I haven't seen any of them on television. Have you? Believe me. The TV would be filled with veterans complaining that they haven't gotten their entitled benefits. I haven't seen one. Pundits talking about it isn't the same. Believe me, they would have them all over the place. So again, if you're new, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to sign off, but keep an eye out. My podcast will be up a little later. You won't want to miss it with my wife, Kathy. I'm Brian. This is where MAGA comes to talk. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.